I'm Danielle and today I'm going to be walking you through the glass hair look. So step one, I'm going to be using the R+Co Bleu Deluxe shampoo. So I'll be using a small amount of the shampoo. I always aim to try to use a 50p piece, just like this, and then rub it into the hands and apply evenly throughout, making sure to get a nice lather as we shampoo. The shampoo restores, repairs, smooths and seals. The argan oil locks in moisture and add in extra shine. We love the scent, don't we? The scent's called Dark Waves, which is their signature scent. And it smells quite masculine, like a masculine fake fragrance, which is actually one of my favourite scents. It smells really fresh. So again, I took a 50p piece of the shampoo, working it through, getting a really good lather. The reason we do two shampoos is because the first shampoo releases the dirt from the scalp and the second one cleanses and washes through. You get a lot better of a lather on your second shampoo than you do on your first. And then you just do a really nice rinse through, making sure all the product is out. I find I always like to use a medium temperature, although I do love hotter water. Medium temperature is always good for rinsing, and then at the end, once you've rinsed, if you wanted to do a little bit of a cooler rinse, it just encourages the cuticle to lie a lot smoother with the cold water, and the cooler water will help with the glass hair look and encourage the shine. So once we've rinsed, we're going to take again the Deluxe Repair Shampoo and Conditioner, which is one of my favourites. We're going to take a small amount, not too much because the product itself is highly concentrated, so you'll find that you don't need a lot of these. So I've just taken a small amount and then we're going to work it through the hands and then apply evenly through the mid-lengths and ends. So try to avoid the root too much. Just work it through really nice. We avoid the root area just so, because the product is so concentrated and sometimes it can be quite heavy, I like to avoid the roots just so you don't get too much product build up around the scalp area. The shampoo and conditioner are a great duo for sealing the cuticle and locking in moisture and shine. And now we're going to use my favourite brush, which is the R+Co brush. So it's great for detangling. So I like to section the hair into two, and then we're just gonna work through. And this brush, the reason I love it so much is it's actually painless. You don't feel a thing the way the brush is, the bristles, the way that they're placed on the inside of the brush. It just creates like a lot more of a pain-free experience, and just allows you to go through the hair when it's wet, whether it's got product on, no matter what service you've done. I find it just glides through the hair so much easier. And then medium temperature again. And we're going to make sure we rinse the conditioner really well, thoroughly. So I always say to my clients, as a little tip, when you think it's out, rinse for an extra 30 seconds just to make sure that there's no excess product, which is better for the hair, it's better for the scalp, you'll get a better blow dry, and it'll last a lot longer in between now and your next wash. So some people think that you should wash your hair every other day or every 3 days, or some people wash it every day. However, I generally think that if you're using a really good product, you want to get as much of the product into your hair as possible. That's how you get a result, especially if you're working with products like the R+Co Bleu. But I always say to my clients, which I advise them to do, that go off what you feel and what you think. Everybody's hair type is so different. You'll never get one shoe that fits all. So if you feel like you should be doing it every other day or every third day, then you do what's right for you. And then we're just gonna make sure that excess water's out, like so. And then we're gonna take the towel, if you just sit forward, and we're just gonna softly pat like this the ends of the hair, so nothing too rough. Just be gentle with the hair, just pat it dry. So it really encourages like cuticle health. If you're too rough with the cuticle, especially on coloured hair, you know, the friction can cause damage. So if you just treat it nice and gently and just pat it dry to remove any excess water. So now I'm just going to use my favourite R+Co brush again, just to detangle, combing through. There you go. So now I'm going to use the R+Co Bleu Essential Hair Tonic, and then we're just going to use a really fine mist throughout, and this just primes and preps the hair for the next stage. Also really good for UV protection, which I really like. I'm hot on things like that. And we just spray it through a really nice fine veil, and then I like to just give that another quick comb through again, just to make sure it's nice and even from the root through to the tip. So some of my favourite ingredients inside the tonic are the vegan keratin and the amino acids. These two ingredients really encourage to lock in the moisture and to protect the hair. So the next step is to blow dry. So on a cool temperature, I'm just going to take the moisture out of the hair. Does that feel okay? So we're just going to blast it all through, working in the root area to begin with, just to take all the excess moisture out of the hair. And you'll find with the R+Co products as well, not only do they have the UV protection that I mentioned, they have heat protection, they just have a bit of everything, so they're a really good all-rounder for a lot of different people. They're all vegan, they're all gluten-free, they're all Greenie certified, so they're as pure as you're gonna get, and that's why we love them. So I like to make sure that the hair is dried through to roughly around 80% dry. Just get all the excess moisture out of the hair. You'll find that you get a better, sleeker, smoother blow dry, and it will just really help you a lot if you do so beforehand. So preparing the hair is one of the most important parts to getting the look that you want. So when we get to about 80% dry, just as we are now, you can see we've prepared it through. I then like to use the fourth product from the R+Co Bleu line, which is called the Optical Illusion Smoothing Oil. I just take a small amount. So I'd say probably like 2 pumps is enough. Again, the product itself is so highly concentrated with the ingredients that are in it. You don't need a lot of the product, so just rub it together into your hands and then just work it just through the ends, like so. Again, avoiding the root area because we want to keep the blow dry, allowing it to last as long as possible. So just work it through nice and evenly. And then we're going to take the hairdryer again, and then we're going to work through now, trying it into the hair a little bit more. So I've blow dried it nice and smooth to give it that really sleek, straight glass look. I like to use a little bit of the cold air afterwards. The cold air just smooths the cuticle a little bit more, so it closes the cuticle, encouraging shine, and just gives it a smoother appearance. So just run that all the way through, from the root through to the tips, and it just stops any like flyaways as well, you know, just through the top. You can see through here, if you just run a little bit of the cold air just through the top, it just smooths all the flyaways down. Yeah, a really good blow dry, and the products obviously as well, really enhances the colour. That root tap is what dreams are made of. So to finish, I'm just going to use a little bit of the optical illusion again. So just going to do one pump this time. And then we're going to rub it through the hands. And then we're just going to work it through. The ends. And that is how you get the glass hair look.